wants to massacre him.
Go on out there and kill them.
Wipe them out. All of them. To the very last man. Violence. Brutality.
Trick-or-treaters are all dead. Isn't it beautiful? Take a walk in the cemetery.
Get eaten up by cannibals.
Celebrate Halloween.
Love and kisses, Penny baby.
I fight until the end is near. In my mind, I hope to feel my destination lies in my dreams. Hello, hello. All right. So this is the first time I'm streaming from my main rig in a very long time because the settings on my streaming PC are all kinds of fucked up. So I figured I'm not gaming anymore while I'm streaming. So it's not like I'm pushing my system to the max, which I wouldn't be anyway. Holy shit! Fuck Google Plus, bro. Where you been, man? Last I saw you, man, you were streaming from a hotel months ago. I hope you're doing good. Hope you're settled in somewhere, doing your thing. But yeah, so we're it was just, it makes it a little bit more convenient when I'm streaming from my second PC, because then I have my main PC, which is right here. I still have my camera over here. It makes it so I can just hang out and work on my main PC. I mean, I guess I could reverse it and mess around on my strictly streaming PC, but neither here nor there right now. Still trying to get the channel sort of revamped a bit. Anyway, that was a new creator. Bro, I remember who you are, bro. I used to occasionally stop in your streams, and you used to play a lot of retro stuff. And as I said, I remember the last time I saw you a couple months ago. You were streaming from a hotel. So I'm just hoping that you're things are going well for you. You're back. You're settled down somewhere and doing good. I haven't seen you in a while. So I'm glad to know you're here. You're cool. Just when you're stuck at a hotel for a little bit, sometimes it's like that's not always the best situation to be in, but sometimes it's what you need to sort of refocus and get back on your feet and do your thing. So hopefully that's what happened, and things have calmed down for you, bro. Good to see you, though. Hopefully you'll start streaming again. As I said, I never used to chat. When I came in, I would lurk more. But I would enjoy some of your. I used to play a lot of retro games and shit. It was fun to watch. So yeah, that was new creator from their forthcoming album, and man, fucking fantastic. It's crazy to think that creator, they're one of the originals. They're absolutely one of the originals. Let's get something in the background while I'm bullshitting here. How about we dive into some brand new Exodus. Here's another band. They're Exodus, as far as I'm concerned, started thrash metal. They are the originators. They are the founders of it. And the fact that since like 1981, they're still putting out music this good is just a testament of just to how amazing this band really is and why it deserves more recognition.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
No, man, trust me. My settings on my streaming PC somehow are so fucked up. I took 9 months off streaming, and then I go back, and nothing is working right on it. So you know, it is what it is. I will try to fix it. Yeah, man. This is I'm kind of moving away from gaming, going strictly into just you know, sort of a pirate radio sort of metal talk. Metal is my life. Been listening to metal since I was 5-6 years old, and metal means more to me than anything. So to be able to sit here and you know, just bullshit about metal, talk about metal, and maybe introduce some music or some songs or some artists that people may not know about. That's what it's all about. Yes, I do take requests as well. But I reserve the right to not play them if it's something that I really don't like. I don't... Most power metal I will not play, like Dragon Force and shit like that. If you try to request Manowar, maybe I'll play 1 or 2 Manowar songs, but, you know, new metal, I don't do new metal. City made you get rid of your RV. All right. Hang on. Let me get a beer. And we'll talk. Before I go grab a beer, this next song, my favorite song on this album. Whew. All right, so the city made you get rid of your RV. That's... You couldn't find anywhere to dry dock? Man, that's fucking rough. And trust me, man, I know how expensive it is to get a place of your own. Look, I live in New Jersey, which is stupid expensive. And I couldn't afford to move out until I was in my late 20s. And at that point, I was getting ready to get married. Mic's a little loud. At that point, I was ready to get married, and me and my wife had found our house. So, I mean, it did sort of work out. But trust me, man, I get it. Yeah, just throw out your request. I'll queue it up. If it's something I will play. I also play all the music from my own personal collection of music. I don't play it off of Spotify or anything. But if it's... We await the human abstract, the Vela together, we await the storm. And if it's something I don't have, I'll I look it up. That is something I don't think I've ever heard of that. Okay, progressive metal. All right. LA band. Okay. I will check it out. I love progressive metal. I am a big fan of progressive metal. So don't you hate it? Like I sort of hate it, but love it when that happens. I'm the same way with Trivium. I don't like Trivium. I found a song of theirs. I don't even know if I have it anymore, but I found a song of theirs years ago. I'm like, oh, this is a really good song, and then I never found another song by them that I liked. So living in your SUV. Well, you know what, man? I bet you're saving a shit ton of money. I just hope you're staying safe. It can be rough living in your car. Have you ever thought about, maybe saving up and investing in like a van, like a transit van or something, a nice one, and decking that out. Van life, baby, van dwelling. That's becoming super popular. All right, so let's check out this band, the Human Abstract, progressive metal band. I don't know anything about them. Never heard them before. And Vela, together we await the storm. Got a DUI and a bunch of fines. Did you lose your license? I know in some states, I think at least in New Jersey, you get one DUI, you're losing your license for your first offense. I think it's 6 months to a year, if I'm not mistaken. All right, so let's check out the song Vela, Together We Await the Storm. Oh, well, you're just making it easy for them then. Okay. Okay, so the band has... band has potential. Yeah. So based on the guitar playing, the styling anyway, and how the vocals are, clean vocals, rough vocals, I would classify these guys as melodic progressive metal. But if they really want to find themselves as a you know, a progressive metal band, they need to focus on the bass more. Any good progressive metal band highlights the bass over everything else. Band has a lot of potential. Singer is good. Guitarist is very good. Drumming is on point. The bass is just buried. But definitely a pretty cool song. It's got a lot of really cool transitions, as any good progressive metal song should. But thank you for requesting that. It was definitely cool. I've never heard of that band. Maybe I will look a bit more into them. But if you want to talk progressive metal, I'll play probably my personal favorite progressive metal band. Happens more than you think. This is a progressive metal band from the late 2000s out of Poland. A band called Never. They got off to a bit of a slow start with their first two albums, but their third album, and the first two albums were actually really good. But their third album is where they really brought it all together. An album called Back to the Front, released in 2009. And they took all the best elements from their first two albums and yeah, go for it, man. They took the best elements from the first two albums and amplified them to just unknown levels. And their third album is absolutely my favorite. I stopped following them, and I'm not entirely sure why. After their third album, it might be because they never did anything after this album. But I'll play 2 tracks off this album and see what you think. As I said, this is a band called Never from Poland, from their 2009 album called Back to the Front. This is a track called Questions Within. Yeah, man, this album so good when I first heard it, and it holds up. So I looked it up, and yeah, they broke up not long after this album. So that's why I technically stopped following them, because they weren't doing anything. All right, gonna play one more song off of this album. We're gonna play the first track off of it, called AMOR. Canada. Magnum's from Canada. I am from New Jersey. So again, that was Polish progressive metal band Never. Couple tracks from their 2009 record, Back to the Front. They had a lot of guests on that record. They had, at the time, front woman for Arch Enemy, Angela Gossow. She lent her vocals to a track. Mauser. He did a song, and there was one or two other people. So they had a lot of guest musicians on that album, and it turned out fantastic. Okay, so you want to hear Mankind is Obsolete. So they appear to be a industrial rock band, female fronted. I think it's all female, if I'm not mistaken. But let's see if I can find it. That one might be a no-go. Alright, never mind. Alright, we'll give this a try. Trying to keep it heavier tonight, but industrial rock, it could be heavy. So let's see, and it seems to be a short track. So let's see how this is. All right, it was definitely industrial. Kind of got more of a sludge rock feel from it. Definitely not my particular cup of tea. And I like industrial metal. I like, old school Fear Factory. I love Rammstein. But that one, now there's something about it. I don't know. Maybe I didn't like the vocals, but there were some of the backing instrumentals I wasn't crazy about either. But it was definitely interesting. But how about we do a bit of a palate cleanser after that one? Lime Element 80. Man, you got some bands I've never heard of before. Let's play a few more thrash hits first. So, Municipal Waste has recently announced that they will be releasing a new album. They released their album art for it, and it looks fucking amazing. And now, the last one or two Municipal Waste albums were not good. You had, what did they put out? They put out The Fatal Feast in 2012, which honestly, it was not that good of an album. It wasn't bad, but compared to everything that came before it, it was not good. And I feel like they had another album after that, and I don't even think I have it because I did not like it that much. Then in 2019, they put out a little EP called The Last Rager. It's 4 songs, and it really felt like they were getting back into their groove. So let's hit a track from that EP called Run for Your Life. Ain't nothing like a block of municipal waste. Man. You know, there are some bands, when I hear them, when I play them, it reminds me of the person who introduced me to some of these bands. And I talk about him a lot when I'm streaming metal. And that is my friend Chris, who is no longer among us. But what he brought into my life, music-wise, it really felt like something was missing until he introduced me to just so many great bands. Whether it was Municipal Waste, Destruction, Hyrax, you know, just the quality of music he introduced me to was just, I wouldn't say it's far and beyond what I was listening to. You know, Black Sabbath is one of my all-time favorite bands. Testament, you know, is probably my favorite band. You know, I was already listening to a lot of great things, but he pushed me into a new realm of thrash metal that I was not aware of. um, to answer your question, yes, I am in your Discord. And no, I will not, because I am not musically inclined and I cannot sing. And I do not have any musical abilities. I can just talk and debate and discuss metal. That's about as far as I go. Now, you had asked for another song. Element 80, Gun Truck. Yeah, that is another band I have never heard of. No, I will not play that. That is new metal. I do not play any new metal. Yeah, they tour with bands like Mudvayne and Three Doors Down, Shinedown, Korn, Slipknot, El Nino. Yeah, they that's new metal. New metal, power metal, is stuff I don't play, I don't listen to. I can handle some Korn. I can handle some Korn. Machine Head's The Burning Red album, which, let's fucking face it, is new metal. And some. It's not really considered new metal. It just has new metal elements. It's an Indian folk metal band called Bloodywood. I actually played it on my last stream. Yeah. You know what? I'll play it. I'll listen to it off stream. As I said, I don't do new metal, man. It's not my style at all. But tonight is a night of thrash. I told you, man. I will listen to it all stream, and if I do like it, I will play it on my next one. Again, it's new metal. I do not do new metal. It's new metal, power metal. Some black metal, because it's just ridiculous. Even some death metal I won't even do. It's you like what you like, and I like thrash metal. I love folk metal. Hang on, let me look into this band a little bit more. Four-piece band. Toured with Seven Dust. Seven Dust is actually a good band. I like Seven Dust. All right, let me look into this band a little bit more. And while I'm doing that, let us listen to brand new this week, Destruction. Destruction is one of the godfathers of thrash metal and part of the big four of German thrash metal bands. They are, in my opinion, the leader of the big four in Germany. This is off their brand new album, brand new this week. Album is titled Diabolical. This is one of the singles off that album. which I have not listened to all of it yet. I've only listened to a handful of songs. It's really good. Destruction doesn't put out. I will get to it. I'll look it up. As I said, I want to look up this Element 80 band a little bit more. While I'm doing that, I want to play something. And then I'll definitely consider that. And then God Forbid is actually a band I have heard of before. But let's get into New Destruction. The guys are just timeless. Schmier is just timeless. And the music that they put out, it's always top notch. Name of this track is No Faith in Humanity. That was brand new destruction. A band that's always good for a new album every 2 or 3 years. Okay. You want God Forbid. I have not listened to God Forbid in... I feel like the last time I listened to God Forbid, it was live. I'm trying to think. They had to have opened up for somebody locally because they're a local band. They're from they're like about they're a band from like 45 minutes away from where I live in New Jersey. I want to say that they opened up for Black Label Society, maybe. And I don't remember where, though. It might have been Starland Ballroom. And this is probably going back 10, 15 years. But it was probably the last time I listened to them. I got no problem with them. It was just one of those bands I never got into. But they are definitely heavy enough, and yeah, I'll play that. All right, that was a little God forbid local band for me. Some local Jersey boys. Do I like Soilwork? I do not. I got an album for Christmas years ago, and just can never get into them. All right, let's go back into some thrash. About a little crossover thrash. Again, one of the originators of thrash metal, Bay Area boys, Mike Muir and Suicidal Tendencies. They had a comeback album in 2013 titled 13, and fuck, man, that was a good ass album. Great comeback album. They had two albums after that were just as good. But we're gonna listen to a track off of 13. This is the last track on that album, called This World.
Show
Man, definitely an underrated track on this album. And we obviously, on this channel, on this stream, we cannot talk about crossover thrash without jumping into a song or two by recently discovered band by me. Some boys from Sweden named Dr. Living Dead. A song that I play every time I stream because it's just that fucking good when it comes to crossover thrash metal. This is My Brain Is For Sale.
Shall we